If your coaching business depends on 90-minute weekly Zoom calls, you don't have a scalable business. I'm sorry. And you definitely are never going to get to that passive income that I know that you want. And in this video, I'm going to show you a couple things. Why the traditional one-on-one coaching model just straight up sucks. Why reducing live time actually increases your value. And how the hybrid coaching model lets you charge more, coach better, and stop burning out once and for all. So if you're a music coach or a creative educator stuck at capacity, this new model is going to blow your mind. All right, if we haven't met, my name's Evan Price. I've been in the coaching space for 10 plus years, and I've embraced this new model, and it has changed the way that I work with clients, and they get better results. I'm generating more money, and I'm honestly happier. So I want you to do it as well. So let's get in. Let's walk through your week real fast. You've got 8 to 12 students. Each is like 60 to 90 minute sessions. That's about 10 to 15 hours of calls. Now add prep and messaging and admin and taking new discovery calls and onboarding new clients. You're easily working 25 to 35 hours, and you haven't even grown yet. You can't even scale that. So obviously you see the long-term issue with this, right? And if you're anything like the clients that first come to me, they are watering at the mouth to get passive income. And the model I just described will not get them there and won't get you there either because your time is capped. And here is the belief that's keeping you stuck. If I'm not live with them every week for at least an hour, they won't feel like they're getting value. Shucks. They'll leave and they won't get results, and then they'll think I suck. That belief is costing you thousands per month in money and time because you're confusing time with transformation. Let me explain. Let's break this down. Be honest with yourself. How much of your one-on-one time with your clients is repeating the fundamentals, re-explaining the basics, watching them practice things live, clicking around on a mouse aimlessly, answering the most basic ass questions in the universe, filling space because you're like, well, we got 10 minutes left. Let me just riff about something. That's not high-level coaching. That's straight up instruction. And instruction can be recorded. Coaching cannot. So instruction, when I say that, I mean that's like teaching information that they need to get results, the basics, the mouse clicks, if you will, the strumming, right? Coaching is diagnosing the bottlenecks that they're experiencing and accelerating their progress. And that's stacked on top of the fundamentals. So right now you're being paid to repeat information. That's super, super low leverage. And low leverage always leads to burnout and frustration and clients not getting the result because you're literally just giving them fluff. So what do we do instead? We redesign the model completely. We'll just throw out the old one. It just doesn't work anymore. This is what I call hybrid coaching. And no, this isn't about just doing less, not just like, well, I'll just take less Zoom calls, right? No, it's a little bit more advanced than that. So it's structuring the way you get them the information a lot smarter. Because let's be honest, they don't really need to have a long-ass Zoom call with you every single week in order to get results. Because here's how it works. You have pre-recorded modules. That's the foundations, the techniques, the core exercises. These are looms that you could create or a QuickTime video to help highlight the actual foundational level things. Pre-recorded. They watch, they learn, they understand. Then you have structured homework and submissions. Meaning it could be a link on your website. You're like, okay, record a video you playing or fill out this form so I know you understand. You review it and then you repeat for the next homework. This is all automated. You don't need to be in front of them. You can review their homework while you're out at a baseball game. It doesn't matter. Then you have the community aspect. This is the accountability piece. This is like the shared wins. This is a place where the rest of your community can actually help you coach. Here's an example. Inside of our community of Artistpreneurs, I've got coaches in there making $10,000 to $20,000 months, and then I got newbies who've never made their first dollar. So the newbies will post in the community and ask a question, and before I even see the post and have a chance to coach, because we've done such a good job doing it, our A-list clients are answering the questions for us. It's beautiful. Same thing can happen for you. Then you have group sessions, right? This can be like pattern-based teaching and Q&As. It's going to be more of like one-to-many. You're in a class, 20 people show up. They all probably have the exact same questions. Just put them all together. Answer the questions from one to many. It's going to significantly increase the amount of time that you have. Then you have your focused one-on-one sessions. This is probably what you're already doing, but we're going to restructure them completely. No more teaching or mouse clicking or just reviewing their progress. Then we have the focused one-on-one sessions, but they're a little bit different than what you're doing now. No teaching or mouse clicking. We're just reviewing progress and providing instant feedback for them to improve upon at a high level. We say, okay, I already know that you have obtained this information. I see you've done the homework because I reviewed it. I saw that you watched all the modules because I can see in my portal that you watched them. Great. Now I'm going to make sure that you understand it and see where I can help you improve so you can grow further. Right? And the best part is you can create these assets as you are coaching your clients. You do not, I repeat, you do not need to create all of this and then launch it. Create the offer even if you have none of the stuff I'm talking about. Sign on your new clients. It's literally just regular Zoom calls like you're used to. Then, as you're working with them, design the fundamentals, the homework, the other resources as you need them for your one-on-one client. You're like, okay, Deborah just signed on. I'm going to make this one video to help her understand these 4 things. Cool. Now you have that for everybody. You know what I mean? Work smarter, not harder. Now your one-on-one time becomes absolutely surgical. Not this repetitive, fluffy nonsense that I see so many coaches and course creators make. They're just like fill it with bullshit just to say that they did it. It doesn't necessarily mean that's going to be the thing that helps them get the results. All right, this is where leverage and passive income comes into play. You record the fundamentals once, you build the worksheets once, you design the curriculum once, and you move them from delivery time to decision time. This is how a real CEO should be moving. Stop moving like an hourly worker and move like a CEO who wants to start creating passive income. And you'd be able to do that once you have these assets with the hybrid coaching. Because most coaches think that reducing their live time actually reduces their value, but it's the exact opposite. It increases the value because hybrid gives you more touch points, more structure, more accountability, clear milestones, because structure beats hustle every time. Right now, you're teaching reactively. You show up and ask, what do you want to work on? Hybrid forces you to say, week 1, here's the objective. Week 4, here's the milestone I expect you to be at. By week 12, this is the outcome that you should have because you did all the other things. That creates real authority for your clients, for you, how your clients perceive you, and authority supports premium pricing. You're no longer selling those hours. You're selling progress. That's what people pay coaches for. That's solution-based pricing right there. And honestly, that's certainly worth $2,000 plus. So let's talk about the fear you might be feeling right now as you're listening to me. You might be afraid that if you're not constantly present, that they'll just leave. That's scarcity thinking. Premium clients don't want babysitting or endless Zoom calls. They want outcomes. That's why they came to you. Your worst clients, if you think about that, your worst clients are probably the most needy. They beg for constant one-on-one time. They ask the stupidest questions. But your best clients are probably quietly doing their work and getting big wins. So stop building your programs for the worst clients. You feel me? If your value does actually disappear when you're not live, then your value is never positioned correctly in the first place. Just something to think about. Hybrid coaching isn't about working less. It's about working smarter. It's a little bit about working less too. It lets you charge more though. It helps you coach your clients better, and it really helps you get into that mindset of scaling without that constant chaos. And it moves you from hourly teacher into a high-level coach, which I know you want to be. So if you're serious about building a real coaching business, not just stacking Zoom calls on Zoom calls, you have to rethink the model and completely restructure what you have going on. Because your calendar shouldn't be the ceiling to your income or your business. It just shouldn't. If you want help building this for real and you just need some one-on-one help, book a free session with us. The link is below this video. We will evaluate your offer, look at your pipeline, and see how we can help you scale further and even implement this hybrid coaching model that I'm talking about. And as always, please consider subscribing here on YouTube for more Artistpreneur content. See ya.